What's up, all my fish slaying friends? It's your boy Fishhook Terry. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys about throwing a chatterbait. Let's get it. So if you've been a fan of my channel, then you know I love chatterbaits. My very first video was all about the jackhammer chatterbait. Is it worth it at $20? Take it easy on me. I know that video wasn't very good. It was my first one, so cut me some slack. My review after fishing that jackhammer chatterbait was pretty good, and I've got a great little video about my favorite trailers. I'll tag and link all of those throughout this video, but today really I wanted to talk about my setup and really just fishing it. So if you're really brand new to chatterbaits, this is the video for you. I don't want to make this video super long. I want it to be a great instructional video if you're really trying to get into chatterbait fishing and are not sure where to start, or if you're doing it right. I want to make this easy for you guys. Let's start with what a chatterbait is. Essentially, a chatterbait is a bladed swim jig, is really what it is. This is a jackhammer right here. This is a 3/4 ounce, and you've got this blade attached to this jig head, and as you retrieve this lure through the water, that blade just goes crazy, side to side, giving it a chattering action, and it just drives fish crazy. You can fish these at any time of the year. I prefer the spring and the fall. They come in all sorts of different sizes and colors. Many different lure manufacturers make a bladed jig. For me, I really stick with Z-Man. Maybe I'll get into more of which chatterbait you should go with for 2019 in a different video, but really I want to talk about how to throw these things. For the rod, for me, I find the best rod is anywhere between 7 foot and 7'4", a medium heavy moderate. I find a moderate rod is best because I fish around a lot of grass. What's key about a chatterbait is you want it to run into cover like grass or other laydowns around boat docks. You want it to beat into stuff. When you run this into grass, almost like a lipless crankbait, when you rip it free, you don't want it to be like a super slingshot like on a very heavy rod. You want the moderate rod to help kind of gradually launch the chatterbait through the grass. If you've got a real stiff rod and you try to rip this through the grass, it's gonna go too fast and you're gonna miss bites. Again, like most lures, you want a reaction strike. So as this is coming through grass, you kind of rip it through, you pop it with this rod, the rod gives a little bit, and it does just the right fall, the right action through the grass, and it's gonna allow you to get better bites. The key for a reel for me is a 6/4-to-1 reel. You don't want anything too fast, you don't want anything too slow. A 6/4-to-1 is a great cranking reel. This is almost like a crankbait. Getting into the retrieve, and a lot of guys maybe get overcomplicated with this, but if you're new to chatterbaits, what's great about this is you can just chuck it and wind. You can really just cover a lot of water. You don't have to do anything crazy with the rod. You don't have to do anything crazy with the reel when you're just starting out. And for the most part, a lot of times that's what the fish want, is just a steady, nice retrieve. What you can do though, as you get more comfortable with a chatterbait, is you can start incorporating reel pops, kind of popping and allowing the lure to kind of jolt or move even more than what it's doing with the blade. Or you can even work it like a jig. You can throw it out, let it hit bottom, rip it off, let it flutter back down. This blade is fluttering as it's going up and down. It's still giving that real chatter action. For me, I like to start with just a steady retrieve. As I go, trying to feel out the fish, let them tell me kind of what they're looking for. I might start incorporating the reel pops. I might start letting this lure get a little deeper into the grass and ripping it free with the rod, trying to figure out what the fish like and get that reaction. Many different trailer options for a bladed jig, and I'll leave that link up here. My favorites are a craw style trailer. This is actually a Guggen Baits Kraken craw. Many of the ones I like to use though are from Strike King, the Rage Tail. That's really where this is coming from anyway. It's got those flanges, really makes this thing pop. In terms of a trailer, I really like the Cross styles the best. I think they give off the most action that complements this blade moving through the water. It really gets just the attraction of the fish. It gets them to bite. As this is going through the water, it really resembles a lot of bait fish. Having those claws kind of moving doesn't really necessarily mean it looks like a craw in the water, but it just gives off this great action, as so does the skirt and the blade. Bladed jigs are just such a great lure. They're very versatile, and again, it doesn't take a professional to throw them. Anybody can do this. So if you fish from a pontoon boat like I do, you can throw a bladed jig. If you fish from the shore, you fish from a John boat, whatever it might be, you can throw these. And anywhere in the country that you have fish, be it largemouth, smallmouth, pike, whatever you want to fish for, a bladed chatterbait, bladed jig will work. I love these for big largemouth bass in the spring and the summer. I like to push up with them to the real shallow areas around boat docks, around points, again, scattered grass. Really anywhere is a great spot to throw a chatterbait. Get out there, tie one on. It doesn't have to be a jackhammer. Just get any type of chatterbait and play around with it, see what you think. If you want to know more about chatterbaits, bladed jigs, you want me to cover some other brands, let me know in the comments below. I want to know from you guys what you would like to see, what you would like to hear about for bladed jigs, for chatterbaits. If there was something I missed, if there's something that my other videos didn't cover that you're still interested in, let me know in the comments below on those too. I want to make sure I'm taking care of you guys, giving you guys the best content, helping you be a better angler. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure that you're subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate all of your support. Guys, I will catch you in the next one. Tight lines out there, everybody. Peace!